hello again. I guess I did take one day off, or did I do this yesterday and now I'm back? I don't remember. Who knows? I got a little bit high and I'm feeling pretty good. And I wanted to talk about manifestations today. I want to tell a couple of stories from when I was a child and from the first time that I broke my arm, which was when I was 8 years old. I think it was 1979. I had been, before I broke my arm, I had been tying up some scarves. I would ask my mom for scarves and materials, and I would put a sling on my arm. I'd put my arm in a sling. I'd be walking around with it in my arm, with my arm in my sling, and I'd be trying to operate my life with one hand and playing as I would as a child. And a week later, it had to be 1 week later, I came running home after playing with some neighborhood kids on the swing set, and we were jumping off of the swing, and I jumped off the swing when it was going super high, and I fell right onto the ground, right onto my elbow, and I crunched my arm into two places. So, like I said, it was broken in two areas, and it was just swinging. Like I grabbed it like this, and I jumped over some fences, and I ran home. And my mom's like, "Oh, you finally did it. You were wearing that sling, and now here you are, and you've done it." And the thing was, we didn't have a car, and she was mad at her family. So I was like, "Mom, I have to go to the hospital. This can't wait. Isn't something that you can fix, And she's like, "I don't want to call Papa." She was really upset, like crying. She did not want to call her dad. And I said, "Mom, you're going to have to call him because you don't have a car." And at the time, I don't think we could have even called an ambulance. It would have been out of the question for us. And so she's reluctantly called Papa, and he comes over, and the good part about this was they made up. They started talking. He would come over even, and it was all good, all wonderful. And the other part that happened was my Aunt Marilyn was in dance class or ballet class, or she was doing something where she did a cartwheel, and she did a cartwheel into a wall and ended up tearing some ligaments in her leg. And so she had to have surgery done. And so she was in a leg cast, and I was in an arm cast. So once she was in that situation and I'm in this situation, we had some camaraderie with each other. And so, what I'm saying is good things come from things that happen. That had to have happened for a reason. You can say, "Woe is me," or you can go on and be like, "Oh, not woe is me. Look at what happened. She talked to her family. She probably went through some sort of a breakthrough in her life, being able to do that." Because my mom had agoraphobia, and she had a lot of different things where she wouldn't want to leave the house and wouldn't assert herself. And I think that is really a good thing. And then the other one I wanted to talk about, and that is manifestation as well. I mean, we manifest things. I think if we go into our inner child, and then we say something, we do say one thing, and then that can be manifested. Like, I wanted this kind of cast because, I wonder if I talked about this. I got this today because I was actually in a cast for a broken hand. Now this is a cast for a fractured wrist. And I have, I'm going to actually show it. I wonder if the thing will pick it up. Oh. I mean, it does hurt, but the bone didn't break as apart as bad as most. But you'll see, like, if you can see clearly, it's already yellow. If you can see that. And it's very itchy too. And it's usually the yellow, the bruising shows, because of course I landed right here directly on this area. And this was so swollen, you couldn't even, it was like I didn't even have a wrist when it first happened. And my swelling on my fingers is coming down, but you can still tell that there's a difference. See? I don't know if you can tell. Not very much of a difference. So I'm going to just leave it out of the thing for now. So I've been massaging my my wrist. I've been massaging my fingers and, manifesting the healing. I want to start bearing weight on this and doing my stuff, because it does interfere with cooking, with cleaning, with sometimes exercising. Like I can't rebound right now, because when I rebound, it really jars my arm, and so I just don't do it, or I do it for a few minutes, but that's it. So anyways, the next thing I wanted to say was I always have had a fear of elevators. So when I was a little child, I made my closet into a elevator. I'd have elevator music playing. I made little buttons. I made it exactly like an elevator, because I was constantly fearing, if there's an elevator, I don't want to go in it. I would be like, let's take the stairs, and I'd be really freaking out. If an elevator was around, I'd freak out. So I felt as if that was kind of an irrational fear of mine. And so I made my closet into an elevator, and I would play in there, and I would pretend like if this elevator stopped, I couldn't get out of the door, what would we do? And the scenarios, I would just like keep on bringing in the scenarios of what that would be. Luckily, I never got trapped in an elevator. Now I'm freaking because I said that. Oh, so anyways, so I did that, and it helped with that kind of a manifestation. And then in 2020, when COVID struck, I guess I got it in 2021 more. It was closer to 2021 when we got COVID. And I listened to sound frequency, and I also ate nothing but watermelon, cherries, only good for me foods. And I did not, I lost my sense of smell. I lost my taste too. So a lot of things I was doing was also to regain the taste, regain the sense of smell. So I was really focusing in on that stuff. So I got that going. But I would do anything that I felt would accelerate the healing faster. Just like I do research on what's going to accelerate the fractured wrist, the healing of my fractured wrist. And I do it. I don't mess around. I just start doing it. So about COVID, getting COVID, it did suck. We had fevers. It lasted for 14 days. Bruce and he slept in this room, and I slept in our guest room. And that was the beginning of our healing journey. We started to really, in 2020, we did start to do some healing, but it was tough in 2020. Let me tell you, it was horrible. And, but we just kept going with it. We kept on going into talking about it. I would go into getting too high, and it would cause me to have tremors, and I would learn something from my past, and I would go into I would say it was kind of like the Akashic Records in a way, because you're seeing your life from a different angle. I hear somebody yelling outside, but I'm not going to look. I know better now. but it does sound strange. So anyways, so for me, I became but focused on healing my relationship with Bruce, healing my relationship with me mostly. That was the main relationship I needed to heal. And learning to love myself, learning to forgive myself, learning to adapt to the new me, the new reality, which is me right here, right now. And there was nothing wrong with that. I feel like our relationship, Bruce's and my relationship, 35 years we've been together, and we are more in love now than we ever have been. It's like we have a reset in our relationship right now. We're a brand new couple. And oftentimes I will say, whoa, I can't believe this is really happening. I can't believe that we're so in tune with each other and so connected with each other the way that I feel like we should have been a long time ago, but we weren't cutting it. We weren't getting there, man. And and the thing that I learned from that was, if you don't love yourself, if you don't value yourself, if you don't honor yourself, if you don't trust yourself, you're going to get all of that stuff. You're going to, even though people will come into your life that you can trust and they love you, they will never love you the way that you are really wanting to be loved. And you won't feel like you deserve that love. And that's the thing. And we also, I want to say, we all go through trauma. We all go through different abuses as we're growing. And trauma is trauma. Abuse is abuse, regardless of what it is. And we don't have to stay there in that abuse. You can get mad about it. You can grieve it. You can grieve that loss of your childhood. You can go back there as many times as you need in order to heal that part of you, because that's like almost like a fragmented situation there. Because like, if I'm healed in my relationship with Bruce, I also have to heal in my relationship with my mother and my dad and my other parts of my family. Healing is everything. It's not just one thing. So it's very important to go through the whole entire process. And it's not an easy process, but I'm here to say everybody can do it. Everyone can do it. Everyone will do it. We're doing it. This is it. It's happening. And I screamed. I cried. I would go in my garage and scream at the top of my lungs, scream into a pillow. I was definitely feeling every feeling that I was having. I had to. It was a must, and there was no other way about it. And I just want to say that I'm not trying to be insensitive, but this is healing. Feeling it and healing it is the only way to do it. I mean, I know that we have so many different modalities of healing processes going on. Take a bath, get Reiki, get massaged, go to a therapist. What are a bunch of different ones? I mean, there's all kinds. Take your pick. For me, I had to do this. I had to learn how to heal myself, because that was important to me. And I think also very, very much put the emphasis on what is important to you, because oftentimes we can go through a traumatic experience in our lives and we can go, well, I went through that traumatic experience when I was 5, and now I'm an adult, and because I went through that traumatic experience at 5, I'm going to drink, and I'm going to drink a lot, and I'm going to have relationships with people that are subpar. And if you're gonna do shit like that, you're basically giving up. You've taken your life, and you're like, that was then, And also that is now. You're making it, whatever happened to you at 5 is you at 10, is you at 15, is you at 20, is you at 51 years old as I am right now. You're really dragging that along with you. And that hence why you have the pain in your body. The pain in your body is from dragging that shit around with you all the time. And I know that is a very hard thing for people to hear, and I said that the other day, and it does upset me that people don't understand that part of it. And I shouldn't be upset. I'm not upset. There is no upsetness. There is nothing. There's just, that's how you feel, and this is how I feel. And this is how I'm healing, and you're going to heal in your own other way. And we all are going to do it. Everybody has their own healing modality inside of them, which is why we picked our parents. And I know I picked my mother, who had some mental illnesses. She had a lot of loss, so she was a grieving person. I picked my dad, who took advantage of my mother and didn't want to commit to be my father. You pick these things so that these people, you pick these members of your family so that you can learn things from them. And also, this is a karmatic time that we're in, and we are healing the karma. We're kind of like, I don't know if we're repaying it. Sometimes I feel that that's what I'm doing. I'm repaying the karma, because the things that have happened, I'm like, this must have happened in my past life. This is what is going on. That's my own thought, and I believe that's true. And that's the only way for me to get through this much of it. And what else did I want to say? I just want to make sure that you all know that this is why I'm here. I'm here because I have gone through the healing part, and I am still healing, and I'm still doing the work every day. It doesn't ever end, but it does get better. Like, not that I won't have trauma, not that I won't have trauma, but I won't get triggered. I'm not saying I won't get triggered. I won't ever have grief. I won't ever feel upset about something. Those things will happen, but when they happen, from doing the healing work, you're kind of seeing it in a different way. Like, for instance, if you see a comment that somebody left and it's mean or it's derogatory towards you, you don't have to go there. You can take a minute and be like, you know what, do I really want to respond to this person and put myself down to that lower level? I don't want to do that. So I'm going to rise above, and I'm going to not say anything. You can delete the comment, you can block the commenter, whatever you want to do. I mean, the reality of it is you can do that. And also the other reality of it is there's people in your life that do not want to heal, and they actually are resorting back to their unhealed ways. You don't have to deal with them. You don't have to look at their stories. You don't have to look at their pages. You don't have to involve yourself in their lives. You can stay back and wait for them to get to the healing part. We have no choice at this time. We're all healing. And let's see what else. I guess that's it. I mean, I'm getting through these quick. So what I want to do is once my wrist gets much better, like completely better to where I can shuffle cards, I want to do a daily tarot reading and an intuitive tarot reading for the collective. I figured this is the only way that I'm going to get into the realm of doing it in front of people, because I get nervous. I always am getting nervous when I'm in front of people when it comes to tarot. And it's like, I can do it like if I'm, just relaxing And I'm like, oh, this means this means this, oh, this means that you're going to do this, and this means you're going to do that. I love it. I love tarot. And I want to get into that, maybe even pendulum swings, which is really cool, and that kind of stuff. I think that's going to be neat. So, yeah, I'm excited about that. And I can't wait to share that with you and share the more of the healing journey with you. If you're, into this realm, or if you're into this, follow or like, or let's talk, I'm here. And you're not alone in your healing journey. You're definitely not alone. We're all in this together. We're all one, which is really interesting and cool. It's like a great thing to dive into, right? So have a happy Thursday and Friday. Tomorrow's Friday, exciting. And enjoy your weekend. I might be back tomorrow. It depends. See how it goes. I don't want to make any promises, because I think I did a video the day before yesterday, and then I didn't do one yesterday. Right? Yeah. Oh, and also Bruce washed my hair for me. Oh, I thank him so much. He's helping me with dinner. I'm doing my best, but we got some foods that we could just like throw in the oven, smoothies and salads. Anyways, yeah, we're doing good. And Taylor helped me with some pesto the other day. It was super good. Maybe I should also do some cooking lessons on here. I have a stand, and I'm going to get that going. So I want to do some stuff on here. I just need to get more comfortable and more settled into this whole thing, and showing you who I am myself, raw me, is important to me. That's how I'm giving. And that's how I'm healing also. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting me and loving me. And I love you. I have a lot of love to give, and I exude the love out. I'm like a, what is it called? A disco ball. I'm a disco ball, and the love is going out everywhere because I have the love inside of me. When you have the love inside of you, you can give the love out, and that's where we want to go. That's where the healing is, man. It's right here in this moment. And remember that as you walk out into your day, and honor yourself. If you're not okay, you don't have to be okay. If you feel dark, you don't have to feel light. You can go into that darkness and feel it. Feel your feelings. I'm for that. Just feel it. All right, take it easy. Bye.